Hello there, everybody. It's a nice, crisp December morning. I'm being towed. We are loaded up, ready to head out. We've got a really cool full-size Ford rescue to do today. Trying to head over to the west side of the state. There's going to be plenty of inclement weather, if we believe what the apps and the news people are saying. So we are going to hit the road here and try to beat this storm over the pass. Rolling into historic Davenport, Washington. There's supposedly supposed to be a storm moving in this afternoon. It's supposed to hammer the pass. We've got two major passes to get to the west side of the state. Snoqualmie on I-90, Stevens Pass on Highway 2. We're going to try to go Stevens Pass. Hopefully we can beat this storm. Rolling into the little community of Creston, Washington. I just love these little old farm towns. Rolling into the nice little community of Wilbur, Washington. The sign says I need to slow down a little more. What? No McDonald's? Can that even be a real town? On the little community of Elmira. Just vast farmland as far as you can see out here. A lot of people disagree, but it's actually just quite beautiful out here. Sorry, my windshield is really dirty, so it's having trouble focusing. Camera doesn't do it justice out here. You really have to see it for yourself. And it's actually a nice clear day. I've been through here many times in the winter when the fog is so thick you can't even see past the hood, but so far so good. Little community of Heartline off there to the right. Rolling into old Coulee City here. I don't know if you can see it very well on the camera, but you've got the mighty Columbia River here. We're just south of the, a little way south of the Grand Coulee Dam, widest dam in America. So, the dam is actually probably about 30 miles to the north of us. If you ever get a chance to go check it out, do it. It is well worth it. It is a engineering marvel. You can just imagine millions of gallons of water just ripping through here. I'd say head down that from Highway 2 here. Head down that 17 south one day through here and check out some of the some of the sights. It is really, really, really amazing. Just love the geology around here. Rolling into the little community of Douglas here, not far out of Wenatchee. Getting close to the Columbia River. Beautiful little community of Waterville, Washington. And there's just so many of these little farm towns spread throughout here. Grain silos. Are usually a common feature in these towns. Older houses that still have front porches on them. Alright, so we just stopped at the Mickey D's, fueled ourselves up, fueled the old Ford up with some diesel here, and we are headed towards Stevens Pass. Passing through the Bavarian village of Leavenworth. We'll try to maybe get you some footage of that on the way back. It's Christmas time. They really light it up. It's really pretty, so enjoy the ride. It's like a 4-mile long line of cars headed into Leavenworth. This place is really, really popular at Christmas time. Very highly congested area. Lots of people up here. People come from Spokane, Seattle, all over the place to meet in the middle here at Leavenworth. If you look, I don't know if you'll be able to see it here, but there's the new roller coaster they built that goes up the mountain. We came up here to do this once on a didn't realize that it's closed on Wednesdays after Labor Day. So I'm gonna have to come back and try it again one of these days.
Get him. Get him.
Oh, it's starting to snow. Alright, so we are not to the top of the pass yet. The snow is coming down. We still got to get over, get a car, and get back across. So, on the road again. So it looks like our plan of beating the weather over the pass has failed. But looks like we do have an escort. Full-size Ford rescue coming through. Alright, so across the pass, down on the west side, it is pouring, which is pretty much the norm over here, it seems. That's why it's so green all the time. Hurtling up I-5 like a rocket sled on rails. About 20 minutes from our turnoff to head towards where the car is. Must be it right here. All right. Perfect. So it's pretty dark, can't really see anything. Got the car loaded. It's going to try to do a walk around, but it's getting dark and it has just been pouring down rain. Sorry we didn't get much footage of the load. The skies were just opened up, and now we've got to head back over the pass, try to get to Spokane. It does look like it's pretty snowy over there. Car's pretty rough, but could be worse, but it is a Starliner. So all in all, we're happy with it. We'll get it back home and see what we got. Go to work at trying to find a back glass. Got to get a title for it. It's going to take 3 years to do a bonded title in the state of Washington to get a title for it. But yeah, all in all, looks like it came with a bunch of trim in the car and stuff. So a lot of the pieces are there. So once we get some daylight, we'll get you a little bit better look at the machine here. Headed back up over the pass with the Starliner in tow. Still heading up the west side of the Cascades. Just look at all the cars coming back from Leavenworth. Super popular destination at Christmas time. The fact that they're all coming this way, though, gives me hope, because they've all made it over the pass, which means the pass is still open.
Before then.
Come on! You know what the good thing about a tunnel is? It'll be dry in there. It won't be snowing in the tunnel. Everybody loves them a good tunnel. She is starting to get a little treacherous up here. Just saw a car spin out in front of us a little bit ago. Hopefully it got going again. Snow's getting a little deeper. Sure would like to see one of them plows my tax dollars pays for. See lights ahead, probably a plow going the other way. They're always going the other way. Oh, back into Leavenworth, it looks a little bit different than when we came through here this morning. snowing all afternoon. Now it's gonna really look like the Christmas village that it is. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Boy, that was... Oh, isn't Leavenworth pretty with the snow falling down? All the lights, it's so festive. It might be this. Got this. People sledding. Look at that right here. You got some sledding action going right there. Down here. And it snowed a bunch since we came over earlier today. Wow, so that's one of the worst trips I've ever had over the pass. This thing didn't have a lick of snow on it when we left. That's from being behind my truck. Kind of take a look at this thing. There's a Starliner emblem under there on that side. It's she's got some problems, but not the worst car we've ever bought. Looks like somebody's already done a patch right here, as you can see. Definitely going to need some work back here. Definitely going to need some pieces there. Bumper isn't actually too bad. The trunk floor is just non-existent. You can see right through the trailer. Someone's already cut the trunk out. Somebody was running around the old gas can right there. Probably can't see that, it's kind of dark, but all in all, missing the back window. Back window is available. It is a Starliner. It's a Y-block car. So this is you see some more cancer down there where those washboards. These have those stainless washboards on the lower quarter panel here, and the trap stuff behind them, and definitely going to need some work there on the quarter panel and around that wheel lip. That car, this whole thing is rotten here on the bottom. You can't see it very well, but it's pretty bad. That's going to need to be redone. I can't really tell on the rocker panel. We do have some rust in the bottom of the door. Again, probably can't see it very well on this picture with all this snow. We did get one of those cool like 80s Crown Victoria wheels. Looks like a take on the old Turbine, but actually did get some headlight bezels with it too that are actually, looks like they might be decent. Got a bunch of extra trim with it. See if the door will open here, if it froze shut. See if we can get it open here. Oh, we can't really get in there. Can't really get the door open on the trailer with it strapped down. Dashing through the snow with a Starliner in tow. I gotta write the rest of it though. I ran out of words. Watch for my latest how-to book, how to drag a classic car home in a blizzard. And 101 other things that you should not attempt. Man, it is coming down. All right, so here we are a few days later. We actually got the car home. Still remnants of the trip home on the trailer here. These large icebergs. So let's take a look at this car. We, like I say, bought it in a torrential downpour from a few pictures on the old interwebs on Marketplace. So let's take a look here and see actually what we've got ourselves into. Don't mind all the dirt. A lot of this was just from bringing it over the pass, but at first glance, front bumper, a couple tweaks, not too bad. Still driver quality. See, this is a common issue in these cars. I can see rust in the hood lip there. Still has both of the fender ornaments intact, which is cool. This front fender doesn't look too bad. Don't know if it's been patched down there at the bottom. This driver's door looks really scary. You can see lots of rot at the bottom there. Lots of rust in the bottom of the door here. Lots of rust in the body down here in the rocker area. You can see this whole area is completely gone. But for the price that we paid, this is what we were expecting. Definitely going to need some work in the quarter panel. This is going to need extensive metal work in this car if we decide that we want to restore it. Is it worth restoring? It is a Starliner, so probably, but being a Y-block car, you'd probably wouldn't get your money back out of it. I don't know, these cars, these Starliners, do seem to keep appreciating in value though. But I do have the trim piece. Back window's missing. We knew that. Seller disclosed that. They had these bars in there to keep the because they had something over the back window to keep stuff from getting in there, but who knows how long that's been like that. Looking at the rear of the car, rear bumper, not perfect. Some surface rust, some dings, dents, but not the worst I've seen. This piece is definitely rusty, although that's not a big deal. It's easily fixed. We've got a lot of little pinholes in this. Trunk is definitely rusty. Very common issue on these cars as well. Let's take a look inside the trunk. You can see the trunk floor has already been cut out. There is the remnants of a semi-gas tank they were trying to use to start it. Again, extensive rot in the trunk lid. again, this is all stuff we were expecting. No surprise, no foul play by the seller. We absolutely knew what we were buying when we got into it. We didn't know the extent of it, but we knew it was going to be there. As long as the frame is okay, then I am totally good with this. Allows an easy view of the 9-inch rear end underneath this car. According to the door tag, should be a 300-to-1. Again, this is a Y-block car. Let's take a look at the passenger side. It does have the trim piece on the top. Again, very, very, very heavy rot in the quarter panels, wheel wells. It looks like this has all been bondoed and fixed before. It's been patched over here, as you can see. A lot of rot on the interior metal there, on the body inside there. Yeah, I don't know if we just don't patch it up and make a Rat Galaxie or the rat liner. I don't know. We'll see. Didn't intend on actually buying a car this time of year right now, but when a Starliner pops up, sometimes you gotta jump on it. These don't come up for sale very often, so door glass is shattered here, of course. This is all available. Reproduction, even the back window. Again, lots of parts inside. There's bags and boxes full of parts and trims, and we got some headlight bezels in there. Looks like some dash parts in a bag in there. Those headlight bezels, if they're okay, they might be worth the price of the car. We'll check those out in a minute here. Again, this fender not looking too bad. It does have the Starliner badge still on it there. Really small hole in the fender right there. Don't know what that's all about, but it is there. But other than that, the fender doesn't look that bad. I don't know if these have been patched at one point, because these are very common for rot down here in this lower section right here. You see there's some little bit of bubbling on this one. Again, this car was actually, the guy that I got this car from found it over at one of the islands in the Puget Sound. It was kind of, I guess, had been languishing behind a body shop for years. It looks like at some point somebody was going to attempt to restore it and start doing body work on it. Got rolled out in the back field. Had to do extensive cutting of blackberry bushes in order to unearth the car. All he saw was one of the rear taillights sticking out through the brush. So subsequently cut all the brush out, got the car retrieved out of there, and held on to it for a few months, and then decided to put it on the old marketplace. And now here it is. Let's take a look at the inside here. From what we can see, there's definitely going to be some extensive rust here in this rocker area. You can see this is pretty bad right here. In the automatic on the column car. This has this is a 292 Y-block car, and had the 292 with the 2-speed Ford-O-Matic transmission. As you can see, basically right there, PRNDL, driving low. That's it. I like how rudimentary these columns still were in these cars, even in '61. See, the pointer is actually on the outside of the column, which is really, really kind of cool, actually. Definitely not high tech. It would be 1963 before the column would be enclosed. But headliner, of course, is gone. floors extensively rotted out in the back. You can see this hole. Seats are rotten. Let's check out these bezels. Actually, these bezels are not bad. These are highly desirable and very hard to find items. I see that it's got one kind of a ding right there in that one. But all in all, that bezel's not in that bad a shape. Let's check the other one. I see a little bit of a wow right there. But again, they're not, a little bit of a ding there, but they're not crunched on the outside edge. That's a actually really good pair of driver quality bezels right there. So we'll call a score on that regard. Looks like he's got some of the, there's the rockers. Looks like he's got some of the molding in there. There's some of the stars. And it's cast in this piece of foam. There's another piece of Starliner script. A lot of the pins are missing on it. Another Galaxie emblem. Got the stars back there. Interesting stuff. Washboard, some more trim. Looks like he's got another washboard there that's covered in masking tape. We got a couple of those. Got a bag full of, some bags full of other parts here. Heater blower parts. Looks like some other interior parts there. It'll take us a while to go through this. Looks like we've got a lot of extra stuff too. There's another piece of trim for the fuel filler panel, armrest, heater cords. Yeah, got quite a bit of stuff in here. But let's say it'll take a little bit of going through it, see what we got here. But again, extensive metal work required in this car. You can see there, common problem with these cars. I had another 61 that's kind of rusted in the same place. Not this bad. You can see this side is completely gone. We're just looking right outside right there. Again, that's going to require extensive work, but they put it together once. We'll put it together again. Oh. Anyway, let's take a look under the hood and see what we've got as far as a power plant. Things look a little more promising in here. We do have it is a power steering car. We do have, supposedly this car was running about 8 years ago, but was parked. The guy that I got it from, had only had it since July. He never attempted to get it running. Supposedly they had it yard driving to where they could move it around the yard anyway, before it was just stuck in a tree, a blackberry thicket. Battery tray gone. To totally be expected. Imagine we're gonna have rust in the core support. But there you see in all its glory the old 292 Y block, which we'll attempt to get this running, see if we can refire it. Supposedly he thinks it's been rebuilt, but he's just merely guessing because of the it appears that the engine's been painted. Could have just been the old Krylon overhaul. We don't know. But anyway, single pot master cylinder, of course. There. I don't know a whole lot about these Y blocks. I know it's one of the oddball Fords that has the distributor in the rear. Interesting way to retain the intake manifold, but we'll see if the let's see if the car linkages wants to move, or if it's frozen. Does not appear that... No, it's frozen. Doesn't appear that anything here wants to move, so... Yeah. I can see why he didn't attempt to start it. This is just sitting on here, so let's take a look. The old 2-barrel. Roof appears to be all right. Again, not sure the future plans for this car. Again, it was a Starliner, and it wasn't a lot of money. They don't come up for sale very often, so had to snag it. Comment below on what you think we should do with this car. Should this car, being a Y-block car, being a 292, and probably the least desirable of the Starliners, should it be restored? Should it just be made good enough to put back on the road and enjoyed? Well, you guys let us know in the comments. Sure, like and subscribe if you want to see future updates on this car. We'll decide its fate and what we're going to do with it. First things first, we have to go through the state patrol and get it inspected to see about getting a title for it. Of course, this car does not have a title, which is often the case with these types of sales when a property is being cleared out. Again, let us know. Thank you for watching, and we'll catch you the next time around on Full Size Ford. Thank you.